Morning. Listen, my hair's out of whack. I'm wearing the same Optic sweater because I guess I'm an Optic fanboy. Actually, no, I am an Optic fanboy. So you see it a lot. Go green wall. Anyway, we're going to get and talk about what the hell just happened in Apex and if I'll actually return to the game or not as a Mad Maggie extraordinaire. And in the background, you can enjoy these clips. We'll talk about the cheating situation real quick. So the cheating situation, easy 80 cheat. Listen, it's not very good. I don't, everybody has always complained about cheaters in the high level ranked lobbies, and it's still true. They're still annoying as hell every season, especially the good seasons or the seasons that feel like that are running pretty well. That's people's number one complaints. I see it on Twitter all the time. People are like, please, Apex, EA, do something about this cheater situation. Don't let another good season get ruined by cheaters. They do it every season, or not every season, but most seasons. Like, please don't let a solid season go to waste and get burnt because all these damn cheaters in ranked or in pubs or whatever. Please, they plead and nothing happens. And what happened just last night or just the other day, depending on what time this video came out, ALGS, an online tournament, qualifiers, whatever it was for, you got two of the most prestigious players that get hacked by Destroyer 2009 and Random and absolutely just give them every cheat in the world. Genburten gets scared, doesn't use it. He just kind of like, I'm not playing the game. And Hal respectfully just twerking on people with aimbot. Absolutely hilarious, by the way. I have aimbot. It's Owen in and out, and then he just absolutely just slams a team. That's got to be the funniest thing I've ever seen in a tournament. But that calls into question that if these players, these competitive players, and I know this for a pretty fact, if they're playing on a separate build, a separate Apex build, and their personal accounts are getting compromised so that somebody else can give them dev cheats or whatever cheats that they get them from, that's not good. This is an online tournament for the ALGS, brother. Like, that is not good, and it is not in a good situation. The fact that that's happening consistently, right? Or just the cheating's happening consistently, sorry. Not people getting hacked on the ALGS. You know what, Destroyer, respectfully, it was hilarious to watch. Low key, don't like it. Well, high key, don't like it, really. But if this gives EA the wake-up call that we all wish that they had years ago, and they finally spend a little bit of money and get a really good anti-cheat going, or they revamp it, truly, I think they just need to get a new one. Anyway, whatever, they make changes so that the anti-cheat going forward is really good. Hey, you know what, Destroyer and Random, I respect it. You are the villainous heroes that we all needed. I'm gonna be honest, you are the villainous heroes that the community, the game needed. If this game wants to last a lot longer than what it, potentially could be, they need to figure out the anti-cheat, because ALGS is probably one of the best things to witness, especially when they get the land. And you know what? If they're compromising those tournaments, nothing's safe. That means the viewership's eventually going to go down, and eventually the player base will follow suit. All right, so let's talk about the reasons why I left the game in general. So in season 19, it came out, they released Conduit. She seemed like a really good legend. I actually said on a few different occasions that I was going to switch to her because I'm typically more of a support role than I am more of an aggressive role, which is funny because that's what I usually play as when I play Maggie, especially in the solo queue space. Right. When I'm playing solo queue and ranked, you know me, I was always on Maggie, and I was always typically commanding the team forward, especially if there was no IGL, if there was no sense of command presence or something that just would lead the team to do anything. Because sometimes if you just play solo queue and you just try to let the team like kind of just formulate on its own, sometimes nothing happens and everybody's like, do you want to go over here? You want to rotate this way? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And like sometimes you get like a good answer, sometimes you don't, and it's just so wishy-washy. It's just not good. So eventually, after a couple seasons of playing, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be that voice of reason. I'm gonna tell the team what to do. And I slowly got pretty good IGLing in ranked. Listen, for those of you who have been fans of this channel, I really do appreciate you. I have grown this account and on TikTok to something like pretty respectful, over 20,000 subs on YouTube and over 25,000 on TikTok or somewhere around there. On YouTube alone, I got over 10 million views, and on TikTok is a little bit harder to figure out what I got, but I know I got a couple million views, mainly because one video in particular got me 2 million. And then there was a time where on almost every video I was over like 300K easy. Some videos getting over 5, some videos getting over 7, 8. There's probably another one that cracked 1 million in there over time and I just haven't noticed. But I've got a pretty substantial audience and I do appreciate all of you for watching my content, enjoying it and all that. On YouTube alone, there was a bunch of videos that got me well over 1 million views. A bunch of them that are pretty simple clips that got hundreds of thousands. TikTok got me over a million likes, which I think is a pretty good milestone. So I do owe Apex and Apex community a lot because it's got me to places where I thought, you know, I actually wouldn't have made. Why did I start playing Apex? Well, it's funny how it kind of happened, right? So I was playing Call of Duty, I was playing Warzone. I was making that game for a while, making content. I was still very early in the game. I wasn't very good at content. Arguably, I'm still not very good at content. And one day I just got tired of getting hacked on. For those of you who played Warzone when it was in its peak, OG Verdansk, we all know, and you all probably experienced, the hacking situation back then was horrible. I mean, people were just hacking out their damn minds. It felt like everybody was walling. And I'm not sitting here saying that I'm one of those guys that, you know, I think just because somebody's better than me that they're hacking. Like, no, bro, this is like, I'm getting helicopters sniped across the freaking map. Like, it was just bad. I got fed up with it, and so did many other people. So at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go play a different game. A friend of mine that I haven't spoken to in a while, he's like, listen, why don't you just play Apex with me? We'll just chill. I'm like, I mean, I played it before. It was cool. I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was something I would really enjoy that much, which is why it never really stuck with me when it originally came out, but it was a little enjoyable. So at that point, when I got fed up with the cheaters over on Warzone, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a change. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to go for it and I'm going to try my best. So I swapped over pretty much a couple days, maybe about a week before season 10, which is when Seer got released. So I tried to actually play rank. I had to get my account level up to like whatever it was that the minimum was. I think it was like 20. I had to get it up. I started playing rank. I got to like silver. I was like, all right, well, new season's here. I didn't know it was this close, but the new season's here. We're gonna try to go for like at least platinum diamond. I've never really played a genuine rank mode since like Halo 3, which if you all know about Halo 3, that game's old. And it's been some years since I've really genuinely played a ranked game. I started to slowly fall in love with the game. I got used to the mechanics. I got pretty decent on mouse and key. Lo and behold, eventually Mad Maggie comes out. I don't play her immediately. A few seasons later, she gets a big buff. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. And then it was GG's. I started getting some good clips, started making some good content, good story related content. And a lot of you enjoyed it. And I kept riding on that. I kept playing ranked. Most of it was solo queue. I'm not gonna lie. There was not too many situations where I was actually playing with friends. Well, for many reasons. The main reason was, you know, mostly our schedules didn't always line up. Sometimes I felt, I'm not gonna lie, solo queue was a little bit easier at the time. But as other seasons came out and changes were made consistently, things got more difficult. And I'll be honest, the devs did not keep the solo queuers in mind at all. Once they released the LP system, the ladder points, I mean, solo queue was horrible. I didn't want to play it. I just kind of grinded it out. It took me a while to get the masters anyway because of just the way things kind of like played out and whatnot. And I was able to get the masters a couple times, especially while solo, but it was just like a different type of grind. And it wasn't a fun grind either. It was a more of an annoying grind. In season 19, I was hoping for some more changes and it just, the changes wasn't really there. And then one day I was like, you know what? Same thing with Call of Duty. I don't feel like dealing with this anymore. I played Apex for about 2 years, chat. 2 years I was just playing Apex, grinding it out, having a good time for the most part, learning the mechanics. And one things I'm not gonna lie, I will miss, and I already do miss while playing Warzone again, is the skill gap. That is probably one of the most important things I miss because you can definitely feel that the skill gap is alive and well when you transition from Apex to Warzone. I mean, I am a lot better of a player overall. I could take the fights very differently, better than, you know, what I used to because I played Apex at a high level, quote unquote, you know, high level ranked for so long. When I switch over to Warzone and I mean, shoot, I don't mind 1v3ing a trio at all. They don't bother me not one bit, mainly because I had to do it many times playing pubs, you know, by myself, and you had to 1v3. or even in certain rank situations where you had to 1v3 because the two teammates went down and, you know, things happened and, you know, you have to clutch up or, you know, clutch or kick, you know, type moments. But basically because of Apex, I mean, I'm really good. I'm pretty damn good at Warzone. I'm not gonna say I'm, you know, one of the best, obviously not, but I'm pretty damn good, and I'll be laying down the hurt to some of these cats. I'm not gonna lie, and it shows in some of the videos. I mean, I can kind of just go in there and just finesse with a little bit of ease and just wipe the team. Anyway, I mean, I'm going off on a tangent here. I saw a lot of comments within the past couple videos, my videos, you know, related to Warzone. Hey, listen, season 20's out. You're gonna come back to Apex? I don't think I will. Truth be told, chat, I really don't think I will. You know, it's something I wish wasn't the case, you know, because I had a really good, deep love for Apex. It was good. The skill gap was good. The gunplay was good. You know, it's overall still a good game. But my problem is right now is that there is no casual play in Apex. It's either you get on Apex and you sweat, you're at 100%, or you just don't play the game. And I'm not saying like you're physically not playing the game. You're obviously physically playing the game, but it's like if you're playing pubs, if you don't land hot, the lobby gets eliminated. You barely see 5 teams, so you're barely seeing 10-15 people. The games are typically, you know, if it goes the full game, that's 20 minutes, so you're spending 15 minutes looting if you don't land hot to find maybe 1 or 2 teams. Then if the teams that are remaining, if 1 or 2 of them are still pretty good, you might get slammed and sent back to the lobby, or you might win it and you end up winning the game. But it's like you don't really see that many people. That's my #1 concern with Apex. You know, even with the LTMs that were out, you know, some of them are good. The 3-strike event was probably one of my favorite ones. I did get kind of bored of it very quickly, but I did enjoy the chaoticness in it because it was just constant fights back and forth, you know, between the same couple people, shield swapping every other box. Like it was nuts, and I loved it. And you know, you was able to rack up a crazy amount of damage, you know, per game, and hopefully a crazy amount of eliminations per game. And it was a lot of fun because there was a lot going on, you know, more than the typical ranked or pub sessions would go. But then lo and behold, you know, they take it out for some ridiculous reason. You know, I mean, it is an LTM limited time event, so they're only going to have it for so long. But of course, you know, they take it out and I'm like, yeah, they bring it back. It's a little bit different, not that much different, or at least not that much that I noticed. And I'm like, like I just don't care anymore. I don't care I don't care to play the mode. I don't care to play the game. I'm not really that interested anymore in this mode, unfortunately. And I'm kind of just not interested in playing the game, which I said kind of sucks because like I said before, you know, I did grow a very deep love for the game, and the content I got from this game has brought me to a place that I thought I never would actually get to. But unfortunately, all good things have to come to an end. Truly, I don't know if I'll ever return to Apex. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. You know, season 20, everybody keeps saying it's really good. Maggie's got 2 drills now. Her ball is on fire. And the rank system changes are really good, which is something that should have happened way earlier. Everybody can complain about the microtransactions. I'm not really going to complain about it because I never really spent money on the game other than buying like the battle pass. But you wasn't see me going to spend over $160 for a death box. You're insane. No, that was not going to happen. I'm sorry, buddy. For now, we're on Warzone. You know, I don't know how long Warzone's gonna last. It could last a while. It might not last a while. Right now, I'm kind of enjoying it because, you know, it's Call of Duty, and I do love playing Call of Duty at the end of the day. It's a game I grew up on. And playing Warzone is still my type of thing, or the Battle Royale format is still my type of thing. I'll keep playing Call of Duty. I'll keep playing Warzone until one day, you know what? I'm sick of it again. And I'll jump on something else. That may be Apex Legends. That might be another game that's popular at the moment. Or who knows, maybe another game comes out and takes the world by storm again. Or Warzone took the scene by storm. You know, Apex had a very, very good run and was very popular and had a peak at one point. Fortnite took the world by storm. There's a lot of key games that just came out and took the world by storm. So guys, that's kind of the gist of it. I wish I had better news for you, but I know there was a bunch of comments within the past couple weeks, especially when season 20 came out, but like, yo, listen, you coming back, you coming back. There's a lot of other Apex players felt the same way with me. They were tired of the game. They felt it was dry. The cheating situation's crazy. And you know what? They were kind of just tired of doing it. So they switched to other games and they wanted to do other stuff. Now that the new season's back, well, you know, they wanted to give it a chance. So they went back, but unfortunately I did not. So that's another reason I'm probably not going to return to the game, unfortunately. But as I said before, you never know. I might get tired of Warzone. I might not. But listen, if you guys like this video, please do not forget to like, subscribe. I highly appreciate it. It helps the channel out big time, especially when I'm trying to grow. And if you so wish to further support this channel, you can join up and become a member. Links down in the description down below.